Okay, I'm going to go over some stuff here that you need to know at the beginning of the school year. A lot of the stuff I won't need to go over because you're not here at school. So this is for distance learners, just so you kind of remember what's going on. Unless you're a sixth grader, you should already know 99% of this stuff. So just wanted to let you know on this. So grading scale. Of course, our grading scales over here has not changed recently. Um, but if you want to take a look, this is what it is. You can see all the way down to D, which ends at 72. Hopefully none of you have to worry about that. D minus, of course, and below 70 is an F. So that's your grading scale for 6th through 8th grade. All right. SOP, I go through this every year with students, okay? SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. Again, a lot of this stuff we will skip because I do not have you in class. You're actually at home, okay? For example, classroom rules won't really need it. Number 2, very important, assignments for each class will be posted on RenWeb, Google Classroom, and on the Smartboard daily. We'll get to the Smartboard and what that has to do with you here in a bit, okay? After the first quarter, there will be no reminders concerning makeup work. This goes for you guys too. So if you're sick, can't do the work that is assigned to you on the day that it is assigned, even though you're a distance learner, I will remind you the first quarter, hey, you didn't get this done, let's get it done. But after first quarter, there will not be any reminders, okay? No late work will be accepted. It will be a 0, all right? You will have tests every 3 to 4 weeks. And again, still getting the timing correct on this as far as our new books, all right? Don't really need to worry about number 6, hopefully, since you're not here. If you ever have any extra time in class, obviously don't need to worry about that. Number 8, very important. Please visit RenWeb often. I will stay updated. It shouldn't be any big deal to keep you guys as updated as the kids here that are at school, okay? Number 9, of course, we don't need to worry about. Number 10, don't need to worry about. Number 11, hopefully you don't have to, since you're not really taking the book anywhere. It's just going to be with you at home. Books, they're new books. They're roughly $110 a piece. Please take care of them, because if you lose it, you're going to have to give me a check before you get the next one, okay? This could possibly affect you guys if you know you're going to be gone. I prefer the work done before you go. So let's say you have to go to a funeral that's 2 days away or something like that. Obviously, I would like for you to make it up before you go. If you can't, you're going to get 1 day to make up work for every day you're absent, okay? 13 shouldn't be a problem. 14, kind of keep this in mind. Remember, you're not going to be able to ask questions on homework like during school time, because I'm going to have classes, all right? We do get out 2:30 this year, so anytime from 2:30 to probably 4 would be a safe bet that you would be able to email me and get answers to any questions. Obviously, on the distance learning, it does say that we will be available till 7 for questions. So if you have any questions, try to get them to me before 7 o'clock that night so I can get to them. Okay? If not, you won't get a response until the next day. Okay? Extra credit will be assigned once a quarter, except for 4th. I will make sure you guys get extra credit as distance learners, just like everybody else. Don't need to worry about seating charts. Obviously, 17 don't need to worry about. 18 don't need to worry about. Gimmies, 8th graders, you know what gimmies are. 7th graders know what gimmies are. 6th graders, gimmies, you can use gimmies. In this case, since you're at home, you can use them for homework, and that's pretty much it. Okay, you can't use them on quizzes and tests. Okay, so whenever those are assigned for that day, you need to take care of those. But 6th graders, you get 3 gimmies a quarter for the first 2 quarters. 7th and 8th graders, you get 2 gimmies a quarter. All right, use them wisely. They do not build up, by the way. So if you don't use them, you lose them. Okay. I do expect you to take notes. Now, this is, again, you guys are going to have to do this on your own, unless for some random reason, if I'm having problems with people taking notes, or if I don't think you're getting the material at home, I'm probably going to ask you to take a picture of your notes, or send me a copy of the notes that you have taken on your iPad, or take a picture of the ones that you took in your notebook. Okay. 7th and 8th graders, obviously, I will let you take your notes either way. 6th graders, I would prefer that you take them on your iPad so you get used to it. Use Google Docs if at all possible. That is probably the easiest way to keep track of them and have an organizational way to do it. All right. 21, not a problem for you guys. 22, not a problem. 23, not a problem. 24 is especially important for you guys. Okay, every day you should check your email, Google Classroom, and RenWeb. Okay, if you have questions concerning this, drop me an email. But I think most of you, with the exception of 6th graders, probably know the routine and what's expected. Google Classroom, you will be in one of these classes. Okay, notice the way you tell between the two 8th grade classes, or here's one of the 8th grade classes, the other 8th grade class is down here. You're going to look for the name underneath, which will give you the name of the teacher. Yours is not going to look like this. This is all my classes. You are only going to have one of these particular science classes. You will also have a class from Mr. Zanger for social studies, history. Okay, so keep that in mind. Signing into this, pretty easy. You're going to use your, you're already in this class. All you have to do is use your email account to log in. Savvis Realize, again, 7th and 8th graders, you've been through this. Shouldn't be a big deal. You will be in this on this particular page, which if you notice the website up here, this is the page that you should come to. This is where you're going to click sign in. All right. Now on this, you're going to use your email as your username, and I will give you the password. So what I'm probably going to do is get on to Google Classroom and send each one of you an individual message that will have your password in it. Okay, 7th and 8th graders, you're going to have the same password. Obviously, 6th graders, you don't know what that password is. Okay, so I will send that to you as soon as we get going on that, which might be a couple days because I need to get through all the rules and the procedures that we have going with COVID. All right. Daily. Okay. 7th and 8th graders, this is up in my room every day when we start class, so that you know what to get down as far as what we're doing. This here on the right kind of is announcements. Okay, this is what we're doing in class, including homework. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to send each class this as an assignment so that you can get into this and check this every day. And you will notice that every day of the school year will be over here. So by the end of the year, there's going to be a lot of them, but you can tell the date is up here and they will be in order. Okay. If there's every day when I have a sub, I will have sub marked across here so that you know that I wasn't there. If there's the day we don't have school, obviously I will not have one of these. I'm not going to make one of these squares that says no school. We just won't have it. Okay. So this is this particular part as far as this is the last thing I want to cover on the computer. As far as books, 6th and 8th graders will be using this particular book right here, okay, which is Earth Science, Elevate Science, Earth Science. And our 7th graders will be using Elevate Science. This is Life Science. All right.